Hey, what's up guys? I'm TPV Robinizer, and today I'm bringing you guys my CPA Week 3 team builder against the Winnipeg Golurks. Yeah, Winnipeg Golurks have Mega Scizor, Latios, Donphan, Rotom Heat, Necrozma, Verzion, Mantine, Dusknoir, Drapion, Comfey, and Licky. This seems pretty threatening. Mega Scizor and Latios are terrifying. Throw Necrozma and Rotom in there, you know, it's a pretty solid team. I actually wanted Licky, but I got Braviary instead because he sniped me. It's a great Wish Passer. He's been using Donphan well. Overall, pretty good team. But I think I can beat it. So, my team. The Not California Cardons. I can bring Lando Team, Mega Manectric, Fortress, Azumarill, Kyurem, Decidueye, Uxie, Hariyama, Muck, Carracosta, and Braviary. So, here's my team. Start with Decidueye. So Decidueye is max HP, max defense, and this basically wants to trap in like the Donphan, or yeah, just like the Donphan or the Mantine if it doesn't have Air Slash or something, and then just set up a sub. Set up some STs, and then Baton Pass into anything except for Spiky Ball. Because in this league, Baton Pass, you can pass one stat. So if I can trap and then send a SD into any of these other mons, it'll be great. Max defense to take on the Donphan pretty well. That's going to be the main thing I want to trap. Can only hit me with knockoff. Well, it can only do damage against a lot of damage against me with knockoff. Alright, next up, Braviary. So this is a good SD recipient. So enough speed to outspeed. I want to say a no-speed Rotom. Max attack Adamant with the rest in HP. Defiant, so he can't defog. I think he has Mantine. Brave Bird to hit everything, Rock Slide for Rotom, Roost to get HP back, and Bulk Up. If I can pass an SD into this and then Bulk Up once, you know, I'll be able to body anything. And yeah. So, next up, Fortress, the Spiky Ball. Hazard Setter, Volt Switch, Rapid Spin, Max Defense. Pretty standard. I just want my hazards this game. Because I'm going for a Carracosta sweep, so I just want my hazards up. You know? Get the extra damage and pivot with a Azumarill with Volt Switch. So yeah, next up Azumarill. Banded. Again, enough speed to outspeed, no speed Rotom. Play Rough, Waterfall, knock off Aqua Jet. Just this thing wants to do a lot of damage. That's about it. I can bring this thing in, and it's a great wall breaker. It can just destroy anything. It's, you know, it's really good against the Donphan. Rotom can't switch into it. Does a ton of damage to Necrozma with knockoff. Overall, just a really solid wall breaker. And next up, Hariyama, max attack, max HP, 8 speed, that's Tau speed something. Solid speed something. What's he got that's base 50? Mantine maybe? I don't know. I can't. Oh, Donphan maybe? I think Donphan. In case he puts 4 speed into Donphan, I can outspeed it no matter what. So, Guts, Assault Vest. Assault Vest to take a lot of hits. Guts in case he tries to status me. Stone Edge for Rotom, I want to say. Stone Edge for Rotom. Close Combat for everything. Knockoff for Latias. And Fire Punch for Scizor. Basically, I can close combat a lot of stuff on his team and just do a ton of damage. And with this massive HP stat, and then an Assault Vest, I can take quite a few hits. But into the focus of this team. These things are just here to wall break and set up for this boy. Carracosta with enough speed to outspeed. After Shell Smash, a max speed Latios, which is the fastest thing on his team. Max attack, the rest in HP. Shell Smash, Stone Edge and Liquidation, body everything except for Mega Scizor, and after a Shell Smash, HP Fire is doing a ton to Mega Scizor, and with Solid Rock, I can take bullet punches kinda well. This thing is just my sweeper, you know. Last week I ran Waterfall instead of Liquidation. I didn't know this mon got Liquidation, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, so this thing, I just want it to sweep. I love Carracosta. E-Belt to throw in the extra damage with HP Fire without losing health from Life Orb. Yeah, this I really hope this does work. Excuse me, but I really hope this does work. It's like, I just love it. I can't believe I got it for 4 points. But yeah, so since these uploads are going up late, I will just cut to the battle real quick, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. Welcome back to the CPA Week 3 battle. Just saw the team builder and up against Chabzz and the Golurks. So looking at his team, I see no Mega Scizor. I also see Rock Setters are Necrozma and Donphan, and Necrozma is usually not a Rock Setter. So I'm thinking he's going to lead Donphan right now. And Decidueye has a great matchup against everything except for Licky Licky and Rotom. I don't think he would lead Licky Licky. He might lead Rotom though. So yeah, let's just start it. He does lead Rotom, unfortunately. I bring out Reflective Scare Owl, the Decidueye, and I just want to switch out. I go into Fortress, hoping he Volt Switches. If he overheats, I'm in for a World of Pain. He goes for a Will-O-Wisp actually, and I don't want to take that, so I go into my Guts Hariyama. He goes for Overheat, does less than half, and I get to kind of just nuke something right here because he can't touch me. Goes for Volt Switch, 13%, brings in Mantine, Knockoff, and it no longer has Leftovers recovery, which is great. I can go for a Stone Edge against that thing, and Donphan comes in and it just takes it super well. And you know, I want to save Hariyama just a little more, and I bring in my Decidueye, and he does 0 with an Earthquake, and I believe I go for Spirit Shackle? No, I go for a sub. So this Rotom, it can't really break my sub. It can if it crits. It's Volt Switch, crit, breaks my sub, and I go for sub again, because I thought if he goes for Overheat to break the sub, I can just stall this thing. And he brings in Licky Licky. And this thing, I see it has Fire Punch now. I see why I brought it in. I go for an SD because I can just pass this into something. So Baton Pass, throw in my Carracosta real quick. And I want to scout to see if I can set up on this mon. Like Fire Punch is doing 3%. You know, I want to see what he's got, if he has Power Whip. And he only has Body Slam to touch me. So I can set up on this mon now. And yeah. So he brings in Necrozma, go for an SD. And Necrozma does not want to take any Spirit Shackles. He goes for the Calm Mind. Go for Spirit Shackle, cling to it, KO. And I think right now he wants to save this thing for Hariyama. It can hit Fortress pretty hard. So I think he's going to save this, and I go for a sub. And I'm stupid, and I thought... Wow, wait, I just got this all wrong. He went for Moonlight, and I went for another Spirit Shackle. And I thought, oh, he's going to Moonlight again. I can just sub. And, yeah, so I just go for sub, and he reveals Dark Pulse. Brings me down to the point I can't make a sub, just below 25%. And, not in a good position. Kills me with Dark Pulse. And yeah, I just want to revenge kill this. Bring in a Azumarill. I calced. Knock off Will Oko. It's very close, but it will kill. Knock him out. And he brings in Rotom to try and Will-O-Wisp me. I just let Hariyama get Will-O-Wisp. And he goes for Volt Switch instead. Brings in Latios, and I just let this thing go down. No point in letting it stay. And then I bring in a Azumarill. I can nuke something. He brings in his Mantine, and Knockoff still does a good amount to this thing. And he's probably going to go for a Roost right now, so I bring in Fortress so I can possibly get Hazards up. And he brings in his Rotom. I get my Rocks up because I didn't want this Rotom to come in. But he brought it in and went for Will-O-Wisp as I Volt Switched. And I go into a Azumarill, and I know he can Will-O-Wisp me. So it might not have been the best play. He can hit me with Will-O-Wisp or Volt Switch. But I just want a Waterfall. I can just Waterfall and get good damage. Like, I'm banded huge power. And even with the burn, it almost Okos. Like, that's how strong Azumarill is. So he Volt Switches, and he's probably going to go into Mantine. But, Azumarill has lost its use. It can probably still break through Donphan and Aqua Jet Rotom, but it only has 2 turns left. So it's not really doing too much. Bring in Fortress, and I see he has the Air Slash. And then I just go for Volt Switch. And this is a pivotal moment because he goes into Licky Licky. And as we saw before, he doesn't have Power Whip. You know, his best thing to hit Caracosta is go for a Para with Body Slam. So I bring in Caracosta. And the best he can do to me is Paralyze, and I can just set up more Shell Smashes in his face. I go for Shell Smash. He goes for Body Slam. It does 17%, and he gets no Para. But this is another pivotal moment because I am convinced this Latios is Choice Scarf, and I can't outspeed this unless I go for another Shell Smash. But it gives him another chance to paralyze me. But after thinking it over, if he paralyzes me and I can set up a 3rd Shell Smash against this Licky Licky, I'm going to be at the same position I was here, losing to Latios no matter what. So, the way I see it, he does not get a Para. I go for a Shell Smash now, and I can sweep. He does get a Para. I go for 2 Shell Smashes, and I'm still at double speed. So unless Latios is Scarfed, I will sweep. So I go for Shell Smash, and he goes for Wish. So, thankfully, he does not go for Body Slam. He can't Para me, and I can just clean up now. Go for Stone Edge. It bodies this Donphan. Who cares if it's resisted? Gets his Wish HP back, and I go for Liquidation. Brings in Mantine, and yeah, at this point we're just playing games. Like, this thing sweeps. He can't really do anything about it. Go for Stone Edge. That crit did not matter. I'm ×3 attack with an Expert Belt. Stab. Kills him. Latios comes in. Even if he's Scarfed, I outspeed because I got that extra Shell Smash. Go for Stone Edge. Fortunately, don't miss. He brings in Donphan, and now I can just spam Liquidation. Ice Shard does 9% at -2 defense. Liquidation, and I think I calced and I need Stone Edge to kill, actually. So playing with fire there, I could have missed, but then again, that can't touch me. And because I got Rocks up, Rotom can't survive, and Caracosta gets its nice 4 kills. Putting in work. Azumarill, like, the rest of my team didn't really do too much, you know, but Caracosta pulled through. Azumarill broke some walls. Overall, really solid game, and yeah, I will see you all next week for the CPA. Peace.